Hi you guys, welcome to the video. So as you might be able to tell, this is a lot better quality and hopefully a lot better sound as well, because I was fortunate enough to receive a new camera for Christmas. It was a fantastic gift from a great lot of people, and I'm really excited about this because these videos are for you guys and I want you guys to have the absolute best quality. So yeah, I'm really excited. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to do a video on a New Year's Eve eyeshadow look. I'm going to be doing the most, like a majority of my face, like off camera. So this video is mostly going to be focused on the eyes, and then I'll come back later and show you two lip options. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So we are going to start off with the eyebrows, and so I have changed up my routine just a little bit. So instead of using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using a shade from the palette to fill in my brows. So for the eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with this shade right here from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to dip into this brush and put this on my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm just going to go underneath my brow. You guys have seen how I do my eyebrows, so I'm just going to do this slightly quicker, but I'm just going to comb this product through my brows. And I like this a little bit better because it is it's easier to blend into my eyebrows than the pomade was, so. And then just doing the same thing to the other brow. So I'm just going to put concealer underneath my eyebrows and on top of my eyebrows. So I'm just taking this e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer brush and running this Tarte Shape Tape underneath my eyebrows to carve them out, make them look very nice. I desperately need to get my eyebrows done, but it's okay. We'll get there. And I know my hair might look a little bit weird, but it's just because I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I have it in like a half up, half down. But it's a New Year's look, so I wanted it to be a little bit different because literally all of my other looks have me just with my hair straight down, so I was like, okay, we need to fix this. So the last thing I'm going to do before I set my brows is I'm just going to go through with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer Spoolie, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is nice and combed through. Okay, so now we're going to go in and set the brows. Where did I put the clear brow gel? There we go. And setting the brows. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my primer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm sure all of you have heard of this at least once or twice before. It is everywhere on social media and on the internet. And so I'm going to just dab a teeny bit, I'm gonna dab that on my eyes, and I'm gonna blend that out with my finger just because that's how I always blend out my primer. It's honestly so nice not having to film on my phone anymore, so it's like if I have to look up something for reference in the video, then I can actually use my phone to do it, and it's so nice. I'm honestly so excited about it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder and set this primer. And to do that, I'm using my Morphe E14 brush. I think in my last video I called this the E17, but this is the E14, just so that I can clarify that. And the reason that we set our eyeshadow primer is so that way it makes it a lot easier for us to blend out our eyeshadow, and we're definitely going to be doing a lot of blending today because we're doing a very smoky eye. And with smoky eyes, blending is the key to success. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Morphe M513 brush, and I'm going to be going in with a Nicole Concealio Violet Voss palette, and for my transition shade I'm going to go in with the shade Blau, which is this shade right here. So I'm going to go in, making sure I'm focused, dab that on my brush, and I'm just going to sweep that over the crease very, very lightly and blending it out using windshield wiper motions. And the reason why it's especially important for smoky eyes to have a transition color is because you don't want it to be like just black, like you're gonna look like you got punched in the face, which obviously is not a cute look. So transition shades are very nice because it just adds a nice gradient effect, so you can tell it's like, oh, it's eyeshadow. I didn't just get like beat up in a fight. So we're going to just sweep that over the eye. Okay, so now we're going to take the same brush and we're going to go into the shade Pizza, which is that shade right there. Ooh. And I'm just putting this in the same place where we put that previous shadow. Very light hand, blending slightly upwards. And there's gonna be times when you're doing a smoky eye where you're just gonna get like really freaked out because the black, I mean it's black, so you're like, eh, but don't worry about it. Sometimes there are looks that just look like complete crap until the very end, and then you're like, oh shit, okay. So don't stress about it. There are so many times where I've been doing an eyeshadow look and I've just been like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? And then I finish it and I'm like, okay, okay. So don't worry. Alright, and then the last shade I'm going to go into for transition shade is going to be the shade Hey Girl, which is, ooh, just dip my finger into it. This shade right here. And the only reason why I'm going into this one now is because it's slightly darker, so it's going to add a little bit more definition to our crease. So I'm going to go in with a double-ended Tarte brush, and I'm using the fluffy end. And I am just dipping a little bit into that Hey Girl shade, and I'm going to be slightly lower in the crease with this. Because again, we want that nice gradient effect. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, since the black is literally gonna be all over our lid, is I'm going to take a synthetic brush because I don't want something that has natural hairs to soak up all the black in it. So I'm going to be using my Morphe M561 brush. It's like a fluffy but flat shader brush. So I'm going to be going into the shade Retrograde, which is a very black shade in the bottom corner of the Nicole palette. And I'm gonna go in with just a little bit because you don't want to go in with too much and then not be able to blend it all out, because then it's just like, ugh. So we're just going to ever so lightly start packing this onto the lid. And the reason why I didn't do face makeup before this is so that way if there's any fallout from any of these shadows, which so far there's really not, is that it's a lot easier to clean up rather than having to already have everything down and then have a bunch of fallout on your under eye and then trying to get that all out of the way. It just turns into a big hassle. And then you can also like lightly start to blend with this brush too, which is nice because then it's like, you're not just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna pack all this black onto my lid. You can like really start to like just ever so slightly blend it out. And then once you're starting to get more black on there, you can just really start to pack it on the parts of the eye that you know are where most of the black is going to be. So like the lower part of your eye, which is fine because blending that out, it's not going to be like, oh my gosh. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a giant fluffy brush again. This is the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to start to blend out the edges of that black, so that way it's not really harsh line, because as we know, harsh lines are not good. Not good at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of that Blau shade that we put on our crease, and I'm just going to blend that above the black and to the side. And see how everything is starting to get blended? That's what we want. And then you're going to lose a little bit of the black intensity, but then you're just going to go back and add more. And I'm going in with my Morphe M513, and I'm just going to go in with that Blau shade again, get a little bit of that in the crease. Alright, and I'm going to go back in with that black and add a little bit more pigment. Okay, and now I'm taking a clean blending brush from Sigma. This is the E25. It's a very tiny brush. And I'm just going to go in and blend a little bit more. Really make sure there aren't any harsh lines. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to clean up this look just a little bit with a makeup wipe, make sure the edges are not as like, oh, it's so messy. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to apply false eyelashes. Oh no, just kidding. Then we're going to apply the glitter that is going to go on top of the black. That's what's gonna make this New Year's Eve, y'all. So I'm going to be taking the Tarte Eye Jewels in their shade Silver, and this is double-ended, so it has a little like shimmer on this side and then it has just glitter on this side, so you can use both if you wanted to. I'm going to use just this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end off, and I'm going to just apply this all over where we have the black. Because let's be real here, guys, it is not New Year's Eve if you do not have glitter on your eye. Use that glitter to cover up all the mistakes you made in 2017, because 2018 is going to be your year, guys. I can feel it. I actually really like the way that this is coming out. This is really, really pretty. I wasn't sure what type of glitter I wanted to do for this. I just knew that I wanted it to be like a black smoky eye and then some type of glitter, but I'm really happy with the way this is coming out. And you can always rely on Tarte products because they've just been on their game lately. They've been coming out with new products like left, right, and center, so if you're gonna think about buying new makeup for 2018, I would definitely recommend Tarte, because that is just gorgeous. Alrighty, now we're gonna do the other eye. And with these, you do want to let it sit for like a minute or two before you like look up or anything, because sometimes the glitter can transfer to your crease, and that is the most annoying thing ever to try to get rid of, especially with all the blending we just did. So just make sure that you are trying to keep your eye down and don't look up for like 2 minutes. This is actually the glitter that I used on my friend for when she went to the Marine Corps ball, and I did her makeup for her, and I was so happy because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so honored. But she really liked this, and she isn't a person who's very into sparkle, so this is definitely something that you can use for when, like, if you're not a sparkle person, this is something you can have on hand just like if you're feeling like going out of your comfort zone, because it's not like it's really super crazy. You can really use this for anything. You can use this for like a glitter liner, you can use this for what I'm using it for right now. You can use it for like an inner corner sparkle, under your lash line, literally anything. There's so many things you can use this for. And they come in, I think, rose gold. I have their white gold one, and then this is the silver one. They haven't come out with any other special colors besides the rose gold one yet, so definitely would recommend this. Or if you can't afford Tarte because they are a little bit on the higher end side, NYX does have some glitter liners that are really inexpensive. I have their gold one. I'm pretty sure that they have other shades. I don't have them, I only have the gold one. But if you are looking for something that's similar to this and you just like can't afford it, which I totally understand, then I would definitely suggest looking at the NYX glitter liners. Okay, so for lashes, I love these eyelashes. The last time I applied them, they were kind of pokey, so I think that that might have just been the way that I was applying them. So I'm going to be using the style Boudoir from House of Lashes. And I love these eyelashes because they're very like sexy and flirty, which, honey, that's all New Year's Eve is gonna be about. So I'm going to be taking the Duo Eyelash Glue, and I'm going to be applying it with the black eyelash glue just because we have black eyeshadow on, and usually you do this with black eyeliner because it doesn't dry white, because sometimes you never know with eyelash glue. So I'm going to be applying that with a pair of tweezers. I know people say you shouldn't apply with tweezers, but do as I say, not as I do. So I'm going to be applying these to my left eye. So what I do is I try to get the glue down on the center first. And then I do the outside. And then I do the inner corner. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. Apply the band as close to the lash line as possible. Put it right in the center. And then get the outer corner. Alright, middle needs to stick down. Okay, and then get the inner corner, grab that, and just stick it right there. And I will be adding just a little bit of mascara to the lashes just so that way my natural lashes blend in a little bit better. And then I'm going to stop after this part, and then I'm going to come back when I'm done with my full face, and I'm going to do the lash line for you guys and the lip. So for this, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and this is nice because it's very cheap and it does the job. So I'm just going to comb my lashes with this into the falsies. Okay, so that's it for right now, and then I'm going to come back as soon as I'm done with the rest of my face, and I'll do the finishing touches on the eyes, and then I'll do the lip with you guys. Okay, so I'm back. I have done the rest of my face, and what's left now is to do the lower lash line, just the finishing touches on the eyes and the lip. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with, let's see. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. crease brush. I think this is what this is. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like a very, very tiny brush. And it's like sort of fluffy, but it's like kind of like a pencil shader brush. So I'm going to lightly dip into retrograde, which is the black that we used on our lid. And I am just going to ever so lightly smoke out the bottom lash line. We don't want this to go too far down into the eye because then that'll accentuate whatever bags that you have, and that is not cute. Then I'm going to switch brushes into, here we go, I think this is an e.l.f. smudger brush. Looks like that. And then I'm just going to continue to use that black shadow. Alright, so now that we have a majority of that smoked out into our lower lash line, I'm going to add a little bit of a transition shade so that way it's nice and blended together. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take, where is it? This is my Morphe E17 brush. It has a little bit of green on it from the last look that I did for Christmas, but we're just going to put a little bit of Hey Girl on there, and then I'm going to go underneath where we put that black, just so that way it's a little bit more blended together and there's a little bit more than just one black shade. So then I'm going to go in with the little bit of the silver glitter that we used before, and I'm just going to put that on the center of the lower lash line so that we can have a little bit of glitter. So as you can see, there is that glitter underneath our eyes. Really living for it. So beautiful. So now I'm going to pop some mascara on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to show you guys the 2 lip choices that I have for you. Okay, oh, and then I'm going to do the highlighting part for the brow bone and the inner corner. And for this, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette as per usual. And I'm going to be going in with probably, oh gosh, there's so many choices. I'm gonna do again the mixture of these 2 shadows up top in this corner right here. And I'm going to go in on my pencil brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe M431, and I'm just going to dip that into both of those shades. This is a mixture of Light and Beam. And honestly, she literally designated these 2 shadows to be like brow highlight and inner corner highlight. So I'm just like, yes, Jaclyn, thank you. Wow. Okay, so now that the eyes are pretty much done, we are going to go and show the lip options that I have for you guys. So my first lip option, oh my gosh, I can't stand my hair right now. Trying to make this look nice. It is there, the half puff down is there. So what I'm going to show you guys is the first one that I have. They're both kind of nude looks because this is such a bold and like extravagant eye look that you don't want to take too much attention away from it. So I'm going to first go in with the Toast Liquid Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the reason why I like this one is because it's a little bit of a darker nude. And the wand is really nice too. So this is the first option that I have for the completed look, and I actually really like this one because it's a nude, but it's like a dark kind of browner nude, and I think it's really, really pretty. I think it accentuates this eye look really well with him really well. And so yeah, I think that if you wanted to do a little bit of a darker lip and you didn't just want to do like a basic nude, then this would be a really good option for you. I'm honestly living for this look. Like, it's like full beat. Hello, I didn't come to play. Ugh, so pretty. Okay, so then the next one is going to be slightly more nude, and it's going to also have a gloss. Okay, and so then our next option is also an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick. It is the shade Stripped. It is definitely more nude, as you can tell. Very pretty though. And so I'm going to apply this, and then I'm also going to be applying a lip gloss on top of it. And what's nice about these lipsticks is you literally only have to dunk in one time because there's so much that comes onto this that it's so pigmented, and it's like, thank you, Anastasia. Thank you. And this is really pretty because this really places all the emphasis on the eye look. So I really like this. And then I'm going to pop on some Kylie, okay. I'm gonna pop on some Kylie lip gloss. This is in the shade So Cute. And I like this because I actually really like her new liquid, I love her new lip gloss formula because this one kind of does drag the wand across your lips. So I really like her new packaging and the new wand and everything that comes with it. So, but yeah, so I'm going to apply this on top. And there we have it. So then the last step for this, of course, is setting spray. And I'm going to be using the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. This is my ish. Take a quick bath in this. And then fan away. And you always want to fan yourself after applying setting spray to make sure that everything is nice and set and that everything is going to stay in place and nothing is going to start dripping down your face, because that's never cute. Alright you guys, so that is the finished look. So I'm really happy with the way that this look came out. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. If you want to recreate this look, please tag me in all of your pictures or videos if you decide to do a YouTube tutorial for this one as well. My username on Instagram is ash_slaymakeup, so please be sure to tag me and any of the things that you decide to recreate, because I just think that that would be the coolest thing ever. I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe New Year's. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. So yeah, I really hope that you guys have a wonderful new year and that 2018 is off to a great start for you. So if you liked this video, go ahead and put a big thumbs up on there and please subscribe. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.